Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Disney, Lucasfilm, Star Wars, The Acolyte, Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy. What a complete shit show. Well, it gets worse. If you didn't think it could get worse, my God, it's gotten worse. Disney is now forced to reveal unequal pay on Star Wars The Acolyte? Okay then. So for all of the virtue signalling, for all of the strong whammons, you go girl, you're still not doing equal pay. Personally, I don't give a shit. But when you virtue signal that hard, there's always skeletons in your closet. My God. Fun times. So we're going to dive into this today. This is hilarious. So do hit subscribe, turn the bell notifications on, and board my boat to Nonsense Town as we take a stroll down Disney's Disaster Alley. Let's take a look, shall we? Goodness me. Right. So this is on Forbes. This is not some like just rando website without any legitimacy behind it. It's on Forbes. It's on Forbes. Okay. Caroline Reed does great work over there. And it says here, documents filed by Disney have revealed that its latest Star Wars spin-off series, The Acolyte, isn't actually a force for equality, despite famously featuring a female-centric cast. You know what this is from, don't you? Yeah. I love these filings. According to the filings, in early April last year, when the production of the streaming series was still in full swing, just 30% of the 695 employees were female, and across the entire workforce, women's average hourly pay was nearly 20% lower than men. What? Okay then. Now, I don't know what these people were doing, but again, it's the fact that, and as Caroline says here, equality. A force for equality. You virtue signal that much. You've got to follow through with it as well. So, we'll scroll down a little bit. It says here, Black and international actors fill the show's ranks, leading it to being dubbed the most inclusive and diverse live-action Star Wars project ever. It has also led to the show being branded woke. No, it's just because it's utterly terrible. Which was supposedly the driving force behind its plummeting ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. No, that's because it is genuinely bad. Just a day after the show launched on June 4th, its audience score stood at 50%. But since then, there's been a disturbance in the force. It's at 13% now. Still too high. So 4 of the 8 episodes have aired so far on the Disney Plus streaming platform, and the reviews of them have been overwhelmingly negative. And yeah, literally just everyone hates it. Absolutely everyone hates it. But yeah, this is the interesting thing. So under Disney, Star Wars appears to be suffering from a strategy which can be described as 3 Is: innovation, institutionalization, and iteration. It's a similar approach to the one that the studio has taken with its Marvel Comics movies. And it starts with breaking new ground in the field. So after Disney acquired Star Wars creator Lucasfilm for $4 billion in 2012, it innovated by pairing younger actors, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, with Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, who starred in the original trilogy of movies 3 decades earlier. The first outing of the new group was 2015 Star Wars Force Awakens, which retained the spirit of the original movies, blah blah blah, and then it just sort of explains how they just went down and down and down. And now step 3 is iteration. As Disney is trying to wring as much money out of Star Wars as possible, The Acolyte is the 6th Star Wars streaming series to debut in the past 5 years alone. Another one is on its way, along with multiple movies. The preponderance of productions paid to key part of the formula, which made the original Star Wars trilogy so successful. Rarity. Fans had to wait years for the next installment in the saga, and this built up huge levels of hype, which have evaporated now. So anyway, here's the sort of nitty-gritty of it all. The show was shot in the United Kingdom between October 2022 and June 2023 at the Shinfield Studios, around an hour outside London. Studios filming in the UK receive a reimbursement of up to 25.5% of the money that they spend in the country, but have to make detailed financial disclosures to get it. And this is why we like them. I hate them filming in the UK, but I also like it as well because it really does show how absurd their fees are. And just the amount of money that they waste. So as we revealed, pre-production for the Acolyte cost $48.5 million, which is more than what was spent on the groundwork for Rogue One. Even pre-production costs of the main installments in Disney's Star Wars saga weren't far off the Acolyte. Disney's only spent 17% more on pre-production of The Last Jedi in 2017, and that was a surefire hit thanks to an A-list cast playing classic characters headlined by Hamill in the iconic role of Luke Skywalker. Spending isn't the only disclosure the UK government requires from studios which film in the country. Any employer with a headcount of 250 people or more, excluding the staff of agencies on their books, is also... So this is people that Lucasfilm pays directly. So they're also forced to disclose the difference in pay between men and women on their payroll. It's not good. So not only does this show that the average hourly pay of the women who worked on the Acolyte was 19.4% less than men received, but it was also 13.5% lower when taking the middle number if hourly pay is ranked from highest to lowest. What's more, although men outnumber women in the bottom and two middle hourly pay bands, 53% of the employees in the highest hourly pay band were also male. Again, like I don't massively care. I would say maybe there is, maybe there is actually a reason for this. But when you profess to be this all-seeing, equality, diverse, nonsense shit rag, I'd expect you to live by the stuff you preach. I'm equal. I rag on everything equally. Inequality has been a hot topic recently for Lucasfilm, for Kathleen Kennedy. But not this kind of inequality. Defending Headland's stewardship of the Acolyte in an interview with the New York Times, she said, and quote, "I think Leslie struggled a little bit with it. I think a lot of the women who step into Star Wars struggle with this a bit more because of the fan base being so male-dominated. They sometimes get attacked in ways that can be quite personal." So what? I love the sass from Caroline Reed here. She ends this article so great. Before bemoaning the lack of women in the Star Wars fanbase, perhaps she should have ensured that the ones who are working behind the scenes on its latest show are getting paid the same as the men. Until that happens, all they can do is continue to hold out for a new hope. Way. So there you go. Despite... remember, the star of this show did a stupid little dance video, going, "I'm so sick of your discourse, you're all racist for not liking my show. You're, woke and I love woke and you're racist," or some crap like that. I don't know what she said. She's a loser. Sorry, love. The show you work on is not very equal. It's not very good, is it? Like, practice what you preach. What are you doing? Oh, I love it. I think it's great. The absolute, rank hypocrisy from these losers. It's always funny. It will never not be funny. So do hit subscribe if you're new here. Leave your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear it. And if you like what I do, you want to help keep the lights on, because we do get demonetized here, then please do check out my Patreon. It's the first link down below in the description box. Support for $5, $10 a month, however much you would like. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.